So on Valentine's Day, this guy picked the Daytona 500 over his girlfriend, and now she's not too happy about it. So how can he make it up to her? He says, for Valentine's Day, my girlfriend and I had planned to grab brunch, then I'd get to watch the Daytona 500, and after we'd go to dinner. Because of the rain, the race didn't end until around midnight. Even though we had an agreement, she's upset that I picked the race over her. I told her we could grab dinner Monday, but she says my true colors came out on Sunday. She's crazy, right? How do I make it up to her? Now, first, you should never call a woman crazy. It's not a smart idea in any way, shape, or form. You should never call really anyone crazy. Second, you kind of messed up. But then again, you had an agreement to watch the race, so the fact that you had that agreement, that should carry over. I don't think there's any time set of when the race is supposed to end. I mean, typically it's like, what, a few hours? So what can he do at this point? How can he make it up to her? Because obviously she's not very happy. He tried moving dinner to Monday and she wasn't buying it. So what can he do now to fix things? And is she being a little unreasonable?
I know how she feels about Valentine's Day. You can always celebrate it on a different day. So I don't think he's wrong. I think she's a little crazy.
So what do you do at this point if you're him? How do you fix things?
I would surprise her with a dinner another night and say, I love you as much as I did any other day, and hopefully she's happy with that.
So you just go above and beyond, or maybe if he is a big NASCAR fan, maybe this weekend he could record the race and set up a time during the race to go out to dinner with her.
I think that's a nice idea.
Shannon in Mechanicville, what do you think?
If there's an agreement, then that agreement should stick.
But, I mean, technically the race went late, so they had agreed that he would be able to watch the race, but that overlapped on the time that they were supposed to have dinner. So he figured, okay, well, we could just postpone the dinner till the next day.
I kind of know how she would feel. My husband would do the same thing.
Yeah. So if that happened and your husband did that to you, what would he have to do to make it up to you?
Well, it kind of did happen. We did do Valentine's Day on Monday instead of Sunday because he was actually at his father's for the race.
And were you okay with that?
No, I spent the day with my daughter, and he cooked me steak and lobster and everything else the next day.
And I think that definitely would go a long way. Angelina in VOORHEESVILLE, what do you think?
So I think Valentine's Day is just not for females. It's for males, too. So she went out to brunch, and he should be able to do his thing, too, whatever, celebrate for him as well.
Now, what would you do in his shoes to make it up to her? Because obviously she's upset. He tried to reschedule it to Monday, and obviously she wasn't going for it. So what would be an acceptable thing that he could do to make it up to her?
I don't know. I think she should try to compromise, and she should go out on the date with him on Monday and, just move on from it. It's honestly no big deal.
Heather in Clifton Park, what do you think?
Oh, he's in the doghouse. So he has a lot of making up to do next Valentine's Day, if they make it that far.
Yeah, or next time there's a race or whatever that's on, he can record it and then just watch it later on.
You can't do that because, unfortunately, with social media and stuff, you're going to find out who won and stuff. A woman should know when it comes down to the race, the football and stuff like that. He comes first. If he works hard and does everything else, he deserves that time.
But then again, if he's focusing on her 100%, he shouldn't even be on social media to see the results of the race.
Come on, no male focuses on their woman 100%. We all know that.
Yeah, you might have a point there. So take a look at your Facebook comments. Courtney says, you blew that. Come on. There was a 5.5 hour delay due to the wrecks and then weather. You have no excuse. If you're such a NASCAR fan, then you know even once the rain stopped, the track takes at a minimum 45 minutes to dry, which, I mean, looking back on it, based on that advice there, I think maybe what I would have done is after the red flag came out, after that big wreck, we knew the rain started coming down, be like, hey, look, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do dinner tonight because the race is going late. How about this? How about I run to Market 32, I pick up dinner, and I can cook something at home for you, and then we can do a proper dinner tomorrow night, but at least tonight we can spend the night together. That's what I would do at least, but what do I know? Andrea says, Valentine's Day is not a real holiday. She needs to get over herself and go to dinner another day. And finally, Jeremy says, it sounds like a bit of mutual disrespect. She obviously doesn't care how important the race was to you, but bro, you can't just go around calling women crazy. Very good point. You're right on a technicality, but obviously you could have went to dinner and been home in time to catch the race. I'm guessing there are more issues here than just dinner and a race. Now, we had a guy who commented who actually went down to Florida to watch the Daytona 500, And he said when the red flag came out, he went back to his hotel room, which was like an hour and a half away. By the time he got to the hotel room, they said, well, the race is going to be resuming in a little bit. He had time to drive back to the track, and he made it in time for the pace car. So, knowing that, you probably had time to figure something out. Even if you ordered takeout and you made an agreement later in the week, you probably could have done something. So, what can he do at this point to fix things? Leave a message below. In the meantime, you can check out more videos down below. More advice to do this every Monday through Thursday. Click subscribe to get the latest videos. And that's it.